My girlfriend told me she wasn't in love with me anymore, but still wanted to live together.
How did your relationship even get to that point?
I was 24 when my girlfriend, Emily, sat me down on the couch like we were about to discuss bills. We had been together for almost 4 years, lived together for 2. Nothing about that day felt special. No fight, no warning, just a random Tuesday night. She stared at the floor and said, "I don't think I'm in love with you anymore." Not angry, not emotional, calm, almost relieved. Then she followed it up with, "But I still care about you and I think we should keep living together." I remember blinking, trying to process how those 2 sentences could exist in the same universe. She explained that moving out would be expensive, that it would complicate things, that maybe her feelings would come back. I asked if she wanted to break up. She shrugged and said, "Not really. I just don't feel that way anymore." That night, I slept on my side of the bed, staring at the ceiling, realizing I had somehow been demoted without being fired.
Why did you agree to stay and not just leave?
At first, I didn't agree because I thought it was healthy. I agreed because I was scared. I didn't have another place lined up. Our lease had months left, and most of my furniture was technically ours. And some stupid part of me still hoped this was temporary. She kept saying things like, "Nothing has to change," which turned out to be a lie. Things changed immediately. No more affection, no more checking in, no "how was your day" unless it benefited her. But here's the thing. If she wanted to live like roommates, I decided I would be the perfect roommate. Not a boyfriend pretending to be okay, an actual roommate. Emotionally detached, polite, neutral. And that's when everything shifted.
What do you mean by perfect roommate?
I stopped doing everything I used to do out of love. No more surprise coffee, no more cooking her favorite meals, no more reminders about her appointments, no more emotional support on demand. I cleaned my mess, paid my share, spoke respectfully, but I didn't chase. I didn't ask where she was going, didn't wait up for her, didn't react when she came home late. I treated her exactly how you'd treat someone you share rent with, not someone you share a future with. At first, she didn't notice. Then she noticed. She started lingering in rooms, asking casual questions, making jokes like she used to. I stayed polite, nothing more.
When did she realize something was wrong?
It happened about a month in. She asked why I was so distant. I reminded her, calmly, that she said she wasn't in love with me anymore. She said she didn't mean this. That hurt, but I didn't show it. Around the same time, I started going out more. Gym, friends, a coworker's birthday party. That's where I met Sarah. No drama, no rush, just easy conversation and genuine interest. Emily noticed the change immediately. She asked where I was going, who I was texting, why I was suddenly so happy. I realized then she didn't miss me. She missed how I made her feel.
What happened when she realized you were moving on?
The confrontation didn't happen in a dramatic way. No shouting, no slammed doors, no explosive argument like in movies. It happened on a random evening, in the kitchen, with the overhead light buzzing softly like it always did. Emily was sitting at the table, not on her phone for once. I noticed that immediately. She kept twisting her fingers together, avoiding eye contact, like someone about to confess something they'd been rehearsing in their head for days. She asked, "Can we talk?" That sentence used to make my heart race. This time, it didn't. She told me she felt like she was losing me, that I felt gone, that the apartment felt cold now, empty, even when I was right there. I listened, and I didn't interrupt. Then she started crying. Not loud sobs, just tears rolling down her face, her voice cracking as she said she didn't expect things to turn out this way. She admitted she thought I'd stay the same, that I'd keep loving her quietly, patiently, without asking for anything back. She said seeing me happy, actually happy, scared her. That was the moment everything clicked. She wasn't upset because she loved me again. She was upset because the safety net was gone. She asked if we could try again, said she missed us, said she needed time and didn't realize what she had until it started slipping away. I felt something surprising in that moment. Not anger, not satisfaction, clarity. I told her I didn't vanish. I became what she asked for. I told her I stopped being a boyfriend when she stopped wanting one. And I said very calmly that I couldn't go back to feeling like an option. I explained that love shouldn't feel like waiting to be chosen again. She didn't argue. She just sat there, realizing that the version of me she missed wasn't coming back.
How did it feel when she tried to come back and you already didn't want her anymore?
We didn't fix things. There was no last-minute reconciliation, no dramatic comeback, no we'll figure it out together. We finished out the lease quietly, like two people who understood that whatever we had was already over, even if one of us realized it much later than the other. I moved out with only what belonged to me, not just furniture or clothes, but my peace of mind. For the first time in a long while, I wasn't constantly questioning where I stood with someone. Around that time, I started seeing someone new. Her name was Sarah. It wasn't rushed, it wasn't messy, it wasn't built on confusion or mixed signals. She knew what she wanted, and she made it clear that she wanted me. That alone felt unreal after everything I'd been through. Emily noticed. She reached out more, checked in just to see how I was doing, found excuses to talk, brought up old memories like they were unfinished business. Then came the apologies. She said she didn't realize what she had, said she panicked when she saw me moving on, said she wanted to try again, for real this time. But it was too late. I wasn't angry, I wasn't cold, I was done. I told her I had met someone else, someone who didn't hesitate, someone who didn't need time to decide if they loved me. She tried more than once. Different conversations, different tones, different promises. None of it worked, because I had already learned the lesson. Love isn't proven by how long you wait. It's proven by how clearly someone chooses you. Choosing myself didn't make me heartless. It made me unavailable to uncertainty. And sometimes the hardest truth is this: by the time someone realizes your worth, you've already given it to someone who never questioned it.